What's good, YouTube, man? So I had a guy comment on my previous video. He linked up with this girl. He went out with this girl, and I think she had a high interest, but now she's being hot and cold, right? Now, first of all, man, what does it mean when a woman is being hot and cold? Guys, when a woman is being hot and cold, essentially what it means is one moment she's into you, she's showing high interest or whatever, and the next moment, the next day, the next hour or whatever, she's losing interest or she's showing signs of low interest, right? She's being cold. She's not really interested in talking to you. She doesn't want to see you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all guys will, run into issues like this. I faced this a lot in the past. And that's why I'm making this video for y'all guys who are in situations like this right now. Or, you never know, you might run into problems like this in the future, right? Now, first of all, from my experience, guys, when a woman is being hot and cold, guys, the number one reason from what I've noticed is there's another guy who she's seeing. Now, a lot of y'all watching my videos think you're the only guy in this girl's life. You're the only one in their phones. You're the only one they talk to. I'm here to tell you that that is negative. These girls have rosters. These girls are talking to multiple guys. Like I keep telling y'all, the moment they post on their stories, the moment they walk outside, they're getting approached by at least 5 to 10 dudes, depending on how bad she is, right? So please understand that even a girl who's a 6 has way more options than a guy who's a 9. Believe it or not. I know it's crazy, but that's just the way it is. When a woman's being hot and cold, it's because she has another guy she has her eyes on, right? So there might be another guy in her life who she really has high interest in, right? And you're like a backup plan. It's not as if she got low interest in you, but at the same time, she doesn't really have high interest in you. And at the same time, she doesn't have low interest in you. So you're like right there in the middle, right? But this dude right here, let's just call him John, right? John, she got super high interest in John. And, he might be a busy guy, you know what I'm saying? He might have other girls. He might be a high value guy who got his own rotation. He's dating a whole bunch of women. So he barely gives her time, right? He barely gives her that attention that she wants. But that's the guy she really wants, right? So when he's ignoring her and he's busy, he's doing his own thing or he's working, he might not be seeing other girls, right? He could just be busy at work or whatever. And, let's say he got a lot on his mind. He got a lot going on with work projects and, he hasn't talked to her in a while. Let's say he's so busy that he ignores her for like a week even, right? Or a couple of days. She has to get that attention from somewhere else, right? So the fact that she got, somewhat of an interest in you, she's gonna talk to you, she's gonna entertain you for the time being until John gets back, right? The high value guy, the guy she really likes. So in the meantime, while that dude is ignoring her and he's busy, he's doing his own thing, he's going out with other women, she's gonna entertain you. She's gonna go out with you, she's gonna spend time with you, hang out, you know what I'm saying? She might even get intimate with you if you're lucky, right? But the moment this dude who she really wants, this high value guy, the guy she really has her eyes on, the moment he gets back into her life, the moment this dude hits her up, he makes plans with her and he's ready to see her, she's gone, guys. She's gonna move on to him as fast as possible because he's really high value in her eyes and it's so difficult for her to get a hold of him. The fact that he's showing her interest and he's ready to hang out with her, guys, she's gonna make sure that she doesn't fuck things up. Guys, please understand, when a woman is really attached to a guy and she got super high interest in him, you know what I'm saying? Like his values all the way up in her eyes, right? And she's like in love with this dude. Like I'm talking about, this girl got super high interest in this dude. All the guys become invisible in her eyes, I promise. So when this dude comes back into her life, guys, she's gonna jump back onto his ship as quick as possible. And that's when she starts being cold to you. That's when she starts ignoring you. And this is why y'all guys will notice that sometimes this might have been a girl who was showing you high interest. She went out with you, and all of a sudden she's acting cold, right? She's like, she's not really engaging in conversations. She's taking hours to respond. She's not giving you excuses to hang out. When you start seeing signs like this, and this is repetitive, and every once in a week she'll come back and show you high interest, and the next week she's cold, please understand that the guy who she really likes is not really being consistent, right? So once in a while, he might come back into her life and show high interest. And that's when she'll leave you and become cold towards you. And that's when she goes back to him. And when he ignores her, she'll come back to you. So that's the first reason from what I've noticed in my dating experience. The second reason why women act hot and cold from my experience is because you might have turned her off, right? See, guys, We're all human beings and we make mistakes. So before y'all judge these women, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, have you been doing everything right? Because I promise you, a lot of guys do mess up along the way while they're dating these girls or either texting these girls, talking to these girls. Maybe you messed up in the DMs, right? Maybe you said something crazy in there, right? Maybe y'all went out. Maybe she agreed to go out with you and you guys are out hanging out and you started talking about her past or asking questions about her past. Or maybe you did some goofy shit, right? Maybe you just laugh out loud. You're eating out loud. I don't know what it is. I'm not there with you, but please understand that things like this, guys, will make women act cold. I promise. Like their feelings change like the fucking weather, man. Like she could be happy and showing you high interest right now, and by the next hour, she's gonna be losing interest in you. This is how they are, guys. I'm not the one that made them. I'm just here to tell y'all guys how this shit works. So you might have turned this girl off. Like I said, we all make mistakes. Maybe you did some shit that turned her off, and now she's being cold. She's pulling back away from you. She's not texting you. She's not checking up on you. She's not showing you that high interest or that energy that you once saw, right? So y'all got to keep that in mind. The third reason is, guys, she's trying to get you to chase. You could be doing everything right by the book, man. You could be doing everything right, like I keep telling y'all, man. But some of these girls out here are very manipulative. They'll try to manipulate you into chasing them, right? So sometimes what girls would do is, not all, before you guys go into my comments and start saying, not all women are like this. I know, but I'm saying like some women out here, you could be doing everything right, but they want to see you chase. They want to, because they might have found you attractive, right? You might be a very good looking dude. You might be a successful guy. She wants to feel superior to you, right? Sometimes what these girls would do is when they're trying to manipulate you to chase, she'll pull back from you and act cold. She'll give you that distance. You know what I'm saying? She still finds you attractive, but she'll pull back a bit and act cold. She'll act like she's not really there. She's not really interested in order to get you to chase, right? She wants to see you chase. Some of these girls get a kick out of that. I promise. Like I keep telling y'all, man, I'm not the one who made these girls, but I'm just here to give you all the facts. So this type of women, guys, they just love toying with men, man. They get a kick out of toying with men. So just keep that in mind, man. It could be any of these three reasons right here, man. My solution, guys, from what I've done in the past and what has really worked for me is pulling back. So if this girl was showing high interest before or previously, and all of a sudden she's acting cold towards you, my advice is you should pull back all the way. Stop trying to call and make things happen. Stop trying to fix things. You're not Superman. You're not Jesus. So don't be out there blowing up her phone, showing up at her workplace. You know what I'm saying? You got to pull back. Give her some space. Give her time and space so she can think about you, so she can wonder about you, so she can miss the moments she had with you, the experiences. That's when she hits you up. That's when her interest goes up. Because she's going to be wondering, like, hold on, he still hasn't checked up on me yet. He still hasn't hit me up yet. The other dude, the previous guys I used to see back in the day, when I act hot and cold, they'll blow up my phone. You know what I'm saying? They'll start chasing after me and doing nice things for me. But you gotta man up, right? You gotta man up, like I keep telling you, man. Pull back, get on your purpose, keep grinding, and she'll come back into your life, guys. I promise. And even if she doesn't, man, it's a win-win situation because you're still elevating. You're gonna run across new women. So do not blow this girl's phone up. Do not show up at her crib. Do not show up at her workplace. Pull back, focus on yourself, and just live life, man. Be social, hang out with your friends. You know what I'm saying? And I promise you, man, it's just a matter of time before this girl hits you up. All right, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video, man. Make sure you do your boy a favor, like the video, share the video, comment down below if you've ever been through this, and let me know. And I'm gonna see y'all boys soon on the next video, man. All right, boys, love your boys. Peace.